relax. I'm chilling now. It's so weird to hear that freaking music when we're going.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Moist.
That checks out.
Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted, coming to you from Audiohive Podcasting Studio, here in the studio with Big Mac Brian. Damon, how was your week?
It was awesome.
Did you do anything on your week?
No, hey, I will say one thing. This is legit.
Moist.
That's legit too. Do you remember how I was telling you? I said, I got to try something different to lose some weight. And I had even asked you. I said, I got buddies of mine that went to see a hypnotist about smoking, and it supposedly helped them quit smoking. All right. Yeah. So I said, well, and again, I know you said I think I'd be laughing the whole time. Someone's trying to hypnotize me. I'd be like, yeah.
No, I'd play along with the whole thing and be like, yeah, I'm not paying for this.
Yes, I must murder Enrico Palazzo. You know,
it's Enrico Palazzo.
Yeah, it's Jesse Jack. It's was it Reggie Jackson? Jesse
Jackson.
Jesse Jackson was the second baseman. Yeah. But no, it was
leadoff hitter.
Yeah, that's really what I thought. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. So it pops in my social media. It pops in about they're having a seminar where this is exactly word for word. Learn to hypnotize anyone in just one weekend and learn hypnosis live. Certification training in Chicago.
Does it work in the mirror?
Says 100% guaranteed. First off, I think what's 100% guaranteed is they'll give you a certificate.
Right.
Okay.
The certificate is 100%
right.
guaranteed.
That is paper. That is legit. Yeah. That checks out. So anyway, but it says earn it in hypnotherapy with full scripts and step-by-step strategies for weight loss, smoking, let's see here, motivation, confidence, goal setting, and more in 3 days in this fun hands-on training. Okay. So now here's what's funny is this guy who's the founder of Transform Destiny. Okay. His quote is, 21 years ago, I was trapped in a corporate job.
Just so you know, Mac, I can see that.
Yeah, I saw it too. I was trapped in a corporate job I hated until hypnosis came into my life. Becoming a certified hypnotherapist was the best thing I ever did. Or did someone hypnotize you to just like your job a little bit better? You know what I mean? So anyway, what's funny is it says it gives you word for word scripts. Now, first off, I am terrible at word for word scripts.
We've heard.
Yes.
Hold on. This is a cold read. Oh, you actually don't want to murder anymore. Sorry. Cold read. I apologize.
What's great is if you're really good at scripts, you don't announce that you're doing a cold read while you're doing the cold read. I like to.
This just in, breaking news. Oh, hold on. Cold read.
Urgent. Hold on a second.
You are going to want to evacuate. Hold on. I'm going to find out where we're evacuating from. Real quick. Oh, everywhere. Everyone get out.
Yeah. Oh, not everybody's in danger. You know what? Turns out everybody is. Everybody.
Yeah, that was a mistake by me. Cold read.
I go with everybody. So it says hypnosis is scientifically proven and completely safe. First off, I'm going to be honest with you. If I was a hypnotist, okay, if I could do this, I would be the most dangerous person on the face. I would probably be incarcerated shortly after, okay? Because I cannot see me not abusing this power and using it solely for my own gratification. 150%. I like help losing weight. Okay.
Yeah, because you would then tell people, every time you feel like you're about to fart, you will jump up and announce, I will wind now.
Yes.
Here comes the wind.
And then go whoosh, and then make that noise just to cover it up. You realize I had a
every time you answer the phone, you will say, "Slide it into Michigan's face."
You're like, did you go to Damon's Hypno conference? Yes, and you're really good looking. Why does it stink in here now? You know, it's like you have merely hypnotized everyone
to aggressive compliment.
To aggressive compliment over your farts.
You're the best around.
And no one even heard that. What? Nothing.
Yeah. There's a lot of rumbling when you said that. What was that all about? Don't worry about
it. So anyway, I thought just instead of me trying to lose weight, maybe I should go do this, and then I can help all of us. I mean, I'm sure everybody's fighting something. So you want to lose some weight. I want to lose some weight. Mac, what do you want to do?
Project Re-Unfat is not going well.
Yeah. Mac, what do you want to do?
Same thing. Lose some weight.
You want I want to lose some weight. I want to lose some weight. Were you trying to get back to your birth weight, Mac?
To your girth weight.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to weigh as much as my G.I. Joe guy? Okay, I got you. It's all good. Very girthy. Very, very girthy.
Someone hypnotized you into believing that. You will think this is large.
I'm definitely going now. Duke, I'm going to need some startup capital. So, but here's what's funny. Like they have like testimonials, right? And it says, this is quotes. Saw my first paying client 17 days after my Transformed Destiny certifications. They put the S in like, hey, I got more than one. No, you went to the copier and you made extra ones.
Every time you pay like $199.99, you get an extra certificate.
So excited to continue helping people. Let's see here. Since taking this training, I've already worked with athletes and actors to help them attain their goals and desires. Thank you for transforming my destiny. Okay.
You are my density.
I just saw my first hypnosis client. The course is already halfway paid for. How much did you charge that client? Right. You will overpay for this session.
If that guy would have just paid for two, he could have hypnotized himself.
Right. So what you will learn at the training, exactly what hypnosis is, including common myths about hypnosis and how to dispel them. Powerful.
This seems fake. No, that's a myth.
Yeah.
Let's dispel that.
False. Powerful hypnotic test. You can use immediately with anyone to demonstrate hypnosis. I'm so foolproof ways to hypnotize anybody. Okay.
Was the purpose of the social media article to get you to read an article? Because they succeeded in that.
Call me. Tools and interventions. Learn to work with.
This is a cold read. Hold on. Oh, it turns out this is fake. Ted just put this in my social media.
Learn to work with weight loss, smoking, motivation, and more. And then self-hypnosis. How the hell would you do that?
That's what I'm telling you. If you go take this class, you could just go in the mirror and be like,
use hypnosis to change your own underlying habits and beliefs and prepare yourself to, well, yeah, they're going to make you believe hypnosis is real.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to change that first. And then here's what's weird. So like
what's weird?
So when I went through improv, okay, when I went through that, it was called the Josephine Forsberg, and it was the Forsberg, and then they also had like a Meisner that they taught that way of doing improvisation too. So
I'm like 3 seconds from crossing my arms.
Yeah. So now for hypnosis, it's the Krasner method. Okay, it's the easiest step-by-step method for running a successful hypnotherapy session every now, mind you, underline time. You follow these simple 8 steps. Okay. Now they're not going to tell you what the 8 steps are because I didn't want you to pay for the course. But anyway, you just go through this whole thing. And what's funny is, so the guy that invented this, that gave this whole thing about how he was unhappy, you figure he's going to be the one coming to do, like if you go see Tony Robbins better be the one talking, right? You don't want to get there and you're like, it's Glenn Robbins. It's my cousin. You know what I mean?
Armando Montavi, whatever.
Yeah, Montalongo.
Yeah, he used to do this all the time, where he would set it up and be like, I'm not going to be there.
Right. And here's the deal. I really liked Armando because he was like, no bullshit. So I like that, right?
But he would pull that. He would like come to my training seminar and be like, and I'm not going to be there.
Right. And yeah, you know what though? They will have a picture of me on the wall. Yeah.
There will be a cutout you can pay $8.95 to get a picture of with.
So here's what's funny. The dude that invented this would like you to know about your instructor, Gina Rodriguez. And they do a whole how to. So what's funny is she's her credentials are certified trainer of success and life coaching and master success and life coach, certified trainer of hypnotherapy.
So she got a degree at Aldi. Is that what you're saying?
Certified trainer and master practitioner of NLP. No idea what that means.
I know what NHLPA stands for.
Yeah, NHL. She likes hockey. So certified
National Hockey League Players Association.
Certified trainer and practicer of emotional freedom techniques. These all sound like titles I could make up myself.
I know. This sounds like she went to the University of Thesaurus.
Yeah, she went to the University of Vistaprint, and she got herself a bunch of degrees. Yeah. So
she typed in something in Google and like, did you mean? Yeah, actually, I meant that too. And then it's like, did you mean? Yeah, I meant that too. Good. This is great, Google. This is great.
you do one of those where it just finishes your sentence. Yeah. Certificate of, I'll take it.
Yeah. Certificate of middle word, third word, first word, middle word. It's predictive text all the way through.
It's like, hey, so I had $20 and I was driving by Kinko's and I decided that I'm going to go ahead and have all these certifications.
Because I'm on a boat.
Yeah. But again, that's the old bait and switch thing. It's like, hey, come pay for this seminar. Come pay with me. Right. Let me tell you a little bit about Gina. Right. Okay. Yeah. Gina Rodriguez.
Right.
She's wonderful.
Yeah.
And she lives in your area, so I don't have to pay for travel. She can drive home every night.
Right.
And I don't have to get a hotel room for her. She has a color printer, so all of her shit looks legit.
Let me tell you about Gina Rodriguez, the inventor of the person that you just met. Wait a minute.
First off, she manifested herself into this awesome person with only a color printer and a stack of notebook paper. Yeah. But I just thought it was so great. And then all these people are like, I just gave my first session 15 days after class. Cool, man.
To who? Grandma?
Yeah. Yeah. You know? And
athletes and actors. Name one. Brad Clooney? George Pitt?
It's first off, it's Timmy Lee. He plays shortstop for the Ace True Value Hardware.
Right.
Bantam Broncos. Wait, you know what I mean?
He plays for 2 different hardware stores?
Oh my!
On one team?
Oh my God, the kid must be great.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Well, we've manifested him into being a borderline all-star.
He is the sharpest knife in the shed.
We're hoping with 2 more sessions, he could be third base and shortstop at the same time. But
hey, you're making it all up. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. So I just thought that was great because we literally had that discussion.
Yeah.
And I'd asked you, and you're like, I don't think it would work on me. And I don't know that it would work on me because I would want it to. But I think, for a while you're gonna be playing along. Like when they do and again, I don't know if they do that now where it's like fixate on my finger, fixate on the remember it used to be the watch.
Yeah.
The watch. And because everybody had a pocket watch. So you pull your pocket watch out and you are getting sleepy. Remember when you hear that? You're getting sleepy. Well, no shit, I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah.
I'm 45. Okay. I'm sitting down.
45 with sleep apnea.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm barely awake all the time.
I fell asleep in the car here. And I was driving.
I'm not getting sleepy. I am sleepy. I am probably 4 of the 7 dwarfs right now.
Yeah. I'm getting angry. I started as sleepy.
Yeah.
So how about you? Anything great happened this week for you?
I sat in the passenger seat of my car while my child drove.
Ooh.
I am not ready for that.
No?
Yeah. I want the car that we had when we learned where there was a brake
in
the passenger seat.
Right.
I remember when we were driving and the instructor would grab the wheel and turn it and you'd be like, well, come on, man, I had that. No, I get it now. Because there was a time when I was like, hey, you need to turn a little tighter. You need to turn a little tighter. Hey, guess what? Dad's turning now. And you grab it.
Driving with the Wilson family. Everyone gets a turn. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm making fun of it now, but it's a proud moment to be like, okay, we're at this point. Actually did really well.
Yeah.
So it's
now, are you only on parking lots or are you advanced to roads? What are you on? What level?
I actually had them back out of the driveway, take us through the neighborhood, take us around to the park. I mean, we went to a parking lot, but I had them drive there.
Right. Okay.
And it wasn't the school right by my house. It was
it
was a good distance away. And then we did the parking lot for a while. And then, I did the thing like, hey, all right, there's no one in this parking lot, and it's probably 200 yards long. Hit the gas. Find out what it can do. Like hit the gas. Go as fast as you can go for hard of it, and then hit the brake. Because I want they need to know that kind of stuff. And this is the kind of power you have under you.
Yeah,
yeah. And it was a lot of parking and turning and everything, and it'd be like the concept that it's like if you're turning right, you need to cheat to the left first. If you're turning left, you need to cheat to the right first. And then when you're backing out, like which way do you want to go when you're done? Right. Okay, then you need to back out to the left.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, well, if you want to be facing right when we're done, you got to start out going left.
Yeah, unless you want to drive all the way there backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't. And except for the one time, like it was a right turn from our neighborhood. That is our neighborhood onto the main highway, and there's a left turn lane coming into our neighborhood. Yeah. I thought they were going to be a little close to that, so I grabbed the wheel real quick. But other than that, I didn't have to interfere. I didn't have to raise my voice. I didn't have to panic.
Really?
Well, I take that one. There was one point when I was like, stop. Stop. Okay. Just so we can clear, when I say stop, it's not like a suggestion for later. I mean, immediately. I shouldn't have to say it more than 17 times.
Right.
But no, it went well.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's good then.
Yeah.
And you've been the only instructor so far?
No, I was day 3.
Okay.
Tina was day 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're the advanced.
Well, here's the thing: is that she's like, "Hey, I promise I could go out, but I don't want to. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well because they pulled." Tina, for some reason, decides that she's going to college. Getting her, advanced graduate degree, working, doing all this stuff. Decided they can still pull all nighters.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say ages, but Tina is 1 year younger than you.
Yeah.
We can't pull all nighters.
Mid-40s.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
Can't do that. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, no. Then she's 2 because she's still mids. No, she's still early. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, earlies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Later in the year, it'll be mid, but that's probably giving too much away.
Yeah.
Don't really care. It's on the internet.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it was like,
Cradle
hey,
robber.
you need to go because didn't ask me if I was there because I didn't sleep well. We told you right. I didn't bring it up, but I haven't slept well for a few days now. So I was tired, had a bad day at work, was not feeling well. But I was like, okay, well, it's for the kid. Right. It's not for me. It's for the kid.
Right.
So Tina took the night off. I had to do it, and I was like, great. Now I'm going to be like,
right. Yeah.
oh, okay. I think. Wait. How did we get here?
Yeah.
I don't. That happened to me when I was doing driver's ed. For the people that are familiar with the area we're in, the driver's ed teacher woke up in Dwight.
Yeah.
Because we were gonna do like maybe 2 exits on the highway.
Yeah.
Dwight is not 2 exits down.
No.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. And he's like, where are we? And I'm like, oh, we just passed the first Dwight exit. He's like, why didn't you wake me up? I'm like, I didn't know you were asleep, man. I was focusing on the road.
Yeah.
I was not watching your face.
Yeah.
Like, you're really nice. You don't snore or anything, apparently. And he was just like, you need to turn around. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. I kind of figured that out. I wondered if we were going to Springfield.
Yeah.
We were going to check out the sites, maybe rub Lincoln's nose.
You're really lucky that he didn't have restless leg syndrome. He'd have been all over that brake pedal.
Yeah. But man, I was just, I was like, oh, so it's my turn. Cool. Oh, and I had such a headache, and I was like, maybe we're an hour in. I'm like, so you're ready to head back? No, I still want to practice some more. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then like half an hour after that, yeah, you ready to head back? No, I'm still good. One of us is.
Yeah.
And it's not you.
Have they pumped gas already then too? They learning all the
I haven't done
ins and
that
outs?
yet, but
No?
yesterday drove themselves to one of Portillo's.
Okay.
Drove themselves to Portillo's. I mean, clearly Tina was in the car with him, but
Right. Through the drive-through?
that I don't know because I wasn't there. But
Say, 'cause
I mean, that
that-
was the first time. Like it literally just been like side streets, parking
Right.
lots,
Busy parking lot though, pulling in a busy.
Yeah,
Because Portillo's is
because we
never
went to a
not
parking
busy.
lot. Yeah, we went to a parking like the soccer fields by my house where there's 800 spaces, but they're only full Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
So this was the first time parking in between cars. Because that was the thing, like, you got in the space really well. You're lined up. You're great. You're actually great front to back. You're great side to side. You didn't have to do it between cars.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
It's a little different when you got to figure out like,
Yeah.
I can get in the space when there's nothing around me.
Yeah.
But when I have to like slide it in, like when I have to slide into Michigan, it's a little different.
Into Michigan.
That's my kids are getting old. It's
That
bittersweet.
That means you are too. That's how it works.
I've been old. Tell my knees.
That's how it works.
I got the knees of a 184-year-old man.
Nice.
You're like, when we move, we want to get a first floor master. And I'm like, I just pretty much sleep on the couch now.
Yeah.
Because my knees are like, you're not getting up there, buddy.
Yeah. Whoa.
I did this really dumb thing where I blew my knee out in college.
Yeah.
Not doing like fun, like, oh, were you in football or baseball or basketball? I was playing sports? Nope. Nothing like that. I decided it'd be fun to slide down the hall in my parachute pants and clipped a metal door frame.
Really?
Yeah. Pop part of my knee right off part of my other part of my knee. And then it was great because
Here comes the surgery.
I went to college with Nate, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, he just does this. He's faking it." So no one would help me.
He's faking
Yeah,
it?
He's faking it. So so when I went to college, I could take my car down there, but the parking lot was not near the housing. It was like 6 or 8 blocks away. So I rode my bike to the car, but I can't use my left leg. So I'm just literally pushing down, pulling up on the pedal, push down, pull up on the pedal while my left leg is just dead, like hanging to the side. Get to the parking lot, get into the thing I'm driving. And this was, you had to pay for parking at the hospital I went to. And I was like, I'm a college kid. I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
Like, I'm lucky I had gas to get here. So I park at a gas station, walk across the street. Instead of going into the ER, I'm just walking into like the hospital side. And I get to they have like some senior citizens volunteering to run the information desk. I get 3 steps from the desk, fall on my face because my knee gives out, pull myself up. I'm like, yeah, hi, where's the ER? Lady just, without a break, just goes, yeah, it's down the hallway, 4 turns, and then you're there. And I was like, okay. Not, do you want help? Do you want a wheelchair? Do you want someone to help you? Just was like, yeah, it's just down there, buddy.
Yeah.
You follow the red signs.
You're so close, but
So
you're
then,
not at
so
all.
then I
Not
went
at all.
down there, and they're like, yeah, you've separated your knee. And I was like, ooh, goo. And I come back, and honest to God, Nate's like, where'd you get that? Because I had like a whole brace from literally my hip to my ankle. He's like, where'd you get that? I'm like, I can't afford gas for my car. You think I went out and bought props?
Yeah.
For this thing you think I'm fake? Oh, man, it was...
Hey, everybody, it's Carrot Top. All right.
Yeah,
for my next bit.
Because in his defense, I used to walk around high school and like pretend to like hit my face on the doors and stuff. And be
I
like,
get it,
oh, yeah, you just like,
Yeah.
for attention stuff. Like, man, no. That was...
Yeah.
Like, I did that thing, you know, when you get grazed in the...
Oh, yeah.
in the pill bag?
Did that just happen? And then you wait.
Yeah. That's what it was. I stood up and I was like, oh, I don't feel... Oh, and I just like dropped down.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that kind of hurt. Oh!
Yeah. No, I know that feeling.
Yeah, so my left knee has pretty much been ruined since the mid-90s, 4, 5, 6.
Nice. No, my I don't want to jinx my body at all. So I got enough stuff going on. Yeah. I got enough stuff.
I was talking to my boss the other day, and he was like, I can help you if you need to back that up. And I was like, no, I'm pretty much held together by ignorance and stubbornness right now, but I think I can take that person.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I don't know, they might put up a fight. He's like, well, I'll back you up. I'm like, yeah, I can take that person, but my body's not held together by any kind of medical science. Yeah. It's just like, it's too dumb to know it's supposed to be dead by now.
Well, you're smart enough. You're like Mac. I'm not going to fight the raccoons. I'm going to fight the feral cat.
Ooh, yeah, no. You got something smaller? Yeah, I'll take it out on that.
Yeah. No. You know what? I think that guinea pig.
Speaking of which,
is what did this.
I've got a friend who was at his mother-in-law's house recently, and they had a coop with ducks in it.
Yeah.
Our buddy, he is a farmer. I know I'm not a farmer. But our buddy, I don't know if you want to name names, said that thing. It looked like a KFC box.
Yeah.
That had like chickens in it.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of chickens going on right now. You know who doesn't have them? This guy, Mac, back of the bus.
So Matt put a post up about that. He said, "Look,
Did you see that, Mac?
No. I don't think
Oh,
I
he
did.
put a post up, and it literally looks like a to go, like a Happy Meal, but it's
Well,
got,
I think it legit looks like the box that KFC uses.
But it's got chicken. This one had 8 baby turkeys in it because they were good sized turkeys, and he said,
Oh yeah, yes. What sides come with that?
yeah, and I said I will also take the 8-piece. I would like to know what 2 sides I may choose from. You know,
Now, in his defense, he spelled taters correctly.
correct. Yes,
People that put 2 T's in taters, well, actually there are 2 T's, but people that put 3 T's in taters, 1 A, 2 T's, you know, that's tatters.
yeah.
I'd like some tatters and corn,
Well,
please.
unless it's Wilson, then second T's silent.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
No,
You know,
I mean
how it works.
that's for me.
Yeah.
We explained that last week that I blamed someone for sending an email to the wrong spot. It turns out I'd used a different email.
Correct. Hey, so I have a. You want to fight, bro? You want to fight me, brah? This week?
Oh, it's better top Elmo like spearing.
You know what? This one actually, because I feel the pain of this one.
Did someone put their knee out on a metal door frame? Because I know what that feels like.
No, but this is street fair in a foreign city. I bought nunchucks to give as a gift to a friend.
Did you bring the nunchucks?
So, walking around later, got mugged. Traded punches with the guy while I was holding nunchucks in a bag in my offhand. Blew my only chance ever to use nunchucks.
I think that'd be great though if you started out trading a couple blows and the guy's like, "All right, I think I can take this guy," and then suddenly you pull out nunchucks. You're like, "Whoa, wait a minute!"
You're right.
And then you just pan over to Ron Burgundy, like, "Boy, that escalated quickly."
But the irony of like, I got mugged. I have a weapon here.
Yeah.
Okay, that I'm clearly not trained to use, but just the thought of it, if I can just swing it around and not knock myself out, I might look a little more intimidating.
That's like someone asked Robert Zemeckis what was in the package at the end of Castaway, the one that he's like, "I'm not going to open this one. I'm going to deliver it." And he's like,
Right.
"Oh yeah, it was a satellite phone, water purification tablets, like all this stuff." Like, yeah, the one he didn't open, that was his survival.
Right? Yeah.
Ooh, so close.
That's how it goes. So close. Hey, the other thing I want to do now. This is from the week, but I guess it's not.
Oh, like the whole hypnotist thing?
Huh?
Hey, how was your week? I read this thing. Let's talk for 45 minutes about it.
Yeah.
I read an ad.
Yeah. No, I want to take everybody through and I'm going to say this, and you're going to have an immediate response. A moment in my head, okay?
A moment like this.
Because most people, Mac's probably one of them. Most people, you kind of see the path of stupidity that I live.
Yeah.
And how, like, when my brain ends up somewhere, sometimes you're already there to meet me.
Yeah. I've stepped off the path and been like, I'm just going to skip to the head.
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like, wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that's where we were going.
Sometimes
right?
I was like, I didn't know people could be that dumb.
So I really want to, it's a direct path of correlation from what I heard to what I thought. This is the best way I can kind of describe it. Okay. Nobody really ever gets this transition, but Wilson comes the closest. And I think you also have the decoder ring, so that's why I think you kind of.
I'm sure to drink my Ovaltine.
So I am literally going to run you through. This is honestly, and I don't know what the actual elapsed time is, but you'll know when we're done. But I was in church last Sunday. Okay.
Did you park the cars prior? You still doing that job?
I still doing that job.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm in church, right? And by the way, no fatalities on my watch, so very safe church when I'm working the parking lot. I honestly fear for myself. I'm fat, slow, I have turbo reflexes, so I'm probably the one that's going to get hit. The pastor says, Genesis, so the book of Genesis.
Wait. Is this like Phil Collins? Genesis?
Immediately where my brain goes. So I'm going to, ready? We're going right through here. Genesis, Phil Collins. The book
was it, because I didn't know, is it Phil Collins?
Yeah,
or was it prior to Phil Collins when it was, God, who was the guy?
Mike and the Mechanics.
Who was the lead of Genesis before that? He did Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel.
Thank you. Okay.
So anyway, so now you're actually doing your own tangent.
Yeah.
See, but now this is where my brain went. As I should be paying attention as they're discussing Genesis.
You're already like, do.
So I do Phil Collins, and I go, the book of Collins, 3:16 says, I need a drum solo every time I think about Genesis, or I say the word Genesis in church. And then I go, oh man, Phil Collins. Yeah. Well, Sussudio was cool, but then Land of Confusion. I'm like, remember Land of Confusion? That was an awesome video.
with the puppets. Yeah.
Yep. And then what happened is Disturbed redid Land of Confusion. So it's actually a heavy version now.
That's a fantastic version.
It is very good. But then in it, he goes, he always says that. I don't know why he says, I don't know if he's barking. I don't know if he's in pain. I don't know what it is. What is that? Why do so many Disturbed songs have that in it? Seems useless. Why do I have so much useless knowledge in my head? I can't remember important things. Like the lead singer of Creed is Scott Stapp. Why do I know that? Can you take me higher? What a douchebag. And I'm back. That's literally
with
where
arms wide open.
That's where my brain went from the word Genesis to back, and I have no idea what he said.
Okay. See, I would have gotten to the Disturbed part of the Sound of Silence, because you heard that cover?
Yeah, I don't really care for the song, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, you're out.
Yeah.
Mac, what about you?
Egregious auto tune.
Yeah, I don't care for it. But
it's coming from the guy that does this to our voice.
You have a subpoena.
But
dulcet tones ruined by this guy.
But in reality, okay, just so people understand, this is why I can't sleep at night. This is why I can't. When you say see a squirrel, this is my thought process. This is my thought process, and I don't understand why my brain does this all the time. It doesn't matter where I am. As you can, I was in church. I should be paying attention. I can't. I can't. And I came back then, but then I'm sure they said another word. I literally pulled my phone out and typed this in while I was in church. Because I said, I'm typing it in as I'm doing it. Because I'm like, my brain, I'm just doing it. It's weird. Now, my wife actually takes notes on her phones in church because, most people now, they use their phone as their Bible. You know what I mean? So you don't come in and open an old style Bible, old people credit card.
I was going to say, like, you've never been to church where my mom goes.
Right.
I still do.
Well, I understand.
And they still take notes in the bulletin and everything. They leave it like Mad Libs.
Yeah, correct. And they were doing that too, but then they realized they're wasting paper. So what they do is they give you, you'll click on it, it'll show up on your phone. You'll Mad Libs on your phone.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
My mom's church would revolt.
Yeah.
I don't care how many trees we murder. I will not do this. I'm one of them devil devices. Do you understand me? Them devices are from the devil.
And
you will murder trees so I can learn about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
You can save me. The trees, I don't care.
And when we're done with that, we will slide into Michigan.
Slide into Michigan. But no, what I figured was everybody's face is lit up because they're all putting notes in their phone. I'm like, no one's going to realize that I'm putting notes in my phone, but it has nothing to do with what's, so I'm doing that. But that's literally where my brain goes, just that fast. And like I said,
was this just a long way to say that brag about how fast your brain works?
No, because if your brain worked that fast, you'd be pissed. Because you can't.
I mean,
you can
you
seldom
talked about it, and I am pissed. So maybe.
Yeah. But what's funny is you're like, oh yeah, Phil Collins. So like I said, you have the decoder. You know where I'm going.
I wouldn't have gotten to Creed.
Yeah, that's why. Because I was just
Because
like,
then I'm surprised you didn't go to Rocky. Like they spun off Creed from Rocky. That's kind of weird. You think Rocky and Rambo would ever fight? Who would win? It's the same guy. I don't know. One went to war and one just fought like a Russian guy. But did the other guy fight Russia? I don't know.
it's my brain.
I like Russian dressing. That's pretty similar to Thousand Island, but with more pickles in it. Do I like pickles? Maybe just in the dressing. It does have mayonnaise. Ted wouldn't like it. Who cares what Ted likes? Like I could see like that's the whole thing. Oh,
hand to God.
amen. We're out. Okay, I got to get these cars out of this parking lot. Got to go back to work.
Cut to me. Everybody's gone.
I feel like your whole life is those
Lights
people
are
that
off.
are like, "How did I get home? Were the lights red when I got here?"
It really is.
Like I don't remember driving most of this drive.
Yeah. And that's why I said, so when people, that's a glimpse. And if I have more of these, hopefully they're not going to be in church, but if I have more of these I want to really document them, I will, and I'll share them because it's stupid. It's ridiculous, but it's the reason that I can't always stay on task.
It's the reason for the season.
Yeah, it's the reason for the season.
That would also, you'd find that in church.
Not on my paper.
It's Jesus' birthday.
Yeah. But no, I really, really, really thought that you would, again, you understand. Mac, does your brain do that stuff?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes?
Other times it just shuts off.
That I believe.
Right.
That checks out.
Right. He's the only one that's got a snooze. He's
literally.
like, snooze.
Yeah.
Snooze. Yeah.
When the snooze alarm comes up, it's wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's time to get up. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
So can I talk about some TV stuff?
Oh, can I just real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You do Treadflix. Hey, Mac, have you seen or heard of the movie The Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt?
I was looking at it last night.
Did you watch it?
No.
Okay, well, someone said you should watch it because it's about time travel and stuff. I like Back to the Future, so people think I like time travel. I'm really not into sci-fi, so I kind of have a niche genre of time travel. But I was like, I'll check it out. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to Damon this. I'm going to Treadflix it. Mm-hmm. So I get on the treadmill and I start going. And suddenly I'm feeling like, I feel like I've been going a long time. Now, Damon and I like to cover up the timer and the distance on our treadmill because it gets in your head. You're like, oh, well, I've probably gone far enough, or I haven't gone too far, or I'm never going to make it. It just gets in your head for some reason. So I cover it up. So I don't want to check to see how long the movie has left, and I don't want to see how much I've gone. I just want to know how much the movie is. I look it up. It's a 2 hour and 17-minute movie, Mac. And I decided I was going to stay on the treadmill till it was over when I started. So now I got to commit to that. Yeah, because here's what triggered it. I was like, wait, we seem to be starting another subplot. And we don't have a lot of time left in my mental time to wrap this up. I think this is going longer than 90-ish, I'm thinking it's 90 minutes, 2 hours max.
About to do some time travel.
Yeah, I was like, oh, no. So it was a 10-mile walk I did, Mac, while watching the Tomorrow War. It was tomorrow by the time that ended.
Yeah, I was
Was
going to
it
say,
any
yeah.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to figure out what to watch on my new TV today.
there's some cliche stuff, but yeah, it's not bad. I'd recommend it.
Yeah?
I want to go see Black Widow. Anyone in?
Nope.
No. Don't even know what it is.
Good, because I didn't want to go with you or Mac. So. All right, hit me with some TV stuff.
All right, so I've recently actually had to watch some commercials, which is kind of driving me crazy. But on the DirecTV, if you do something where you download it, like on demand, they no longer allow you to fast forward through commercials. So that's their
I had
catch.
heard that, but yeah.
That's their catch.
I want
go
to
ahead.
pause you for one thing. My mom keeps sending me things. I know you don't have regular TV, but tonight on this channel, this will be on. I'm like, okay. I know you can't get food from France, but tomorrow they're gonna have a really great ham at this restaurant. Like, what? Don't tell me. I can't watch it.
The crepes are delicious.
Because I don't have satellite. I don't have cable. Everything I have is streaming. So
Right.
there is this one
Yeah,
weird.
we pay the same bill.
There is this one weird channel. Yeah. Come see my stand up. You'll see that bit. There's this one weird channel when I turn my TV on that just defaults to, and all it shows is Hell's Kitchen repeatedly. Like it's just a loop of Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
And there's commercials on that, and I'll forget that. Like sometimes I'll just turn it on and do some background work. I'm like, wait, where did this commercial come from?
Yeah.
What is this weird guy talking to me about? Like suppositories. Like where did that? What am I watching? Yep, commercials these days. It's weird. I was listening to terrestrial radio the other day for some reason. Oh, I wanted to hear like weather or traffic, something. I was traveling somewhere I'm not usually. at, and I couldn't figure out what the backup was. And then these like commercials came on, and it was all for like hearing aids and catheters and stuff. I'm like, oh, you guys know your audience.
Yeah.
I see how we're playing this game.
old people radio stations.
Yeah,
I
oh,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, I got
Seriously,
it, now.
it was like,
I got it now.
do you need the blue pill?
Well, not seriously.
Do you need stuff in your butt? Like, wait, whoa, what? What are old people doing, man? What's going on?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So you got some commercials on the direct television.
Yeah, so you just can't fast forward. It is what it is. You know,
Yeah.
if you miss a season or something, or you're like, hey, I like the show, I want to go watch the season before it. You're stuck watching the commercials.
Is it freedom now that you can go up and you can go to the bathroom, get a drink? Like, 'cause that's what it was with the kids.
Yeah, it is. It is
When
kind
we
of.
were kids, it'd be like, okay, we've got 2 and 2.
You know the
to
bad,
get up and go to the bathroom.
You know the bad part though, seriously.
Because your prostate thing, it takes you longer to go to the bathroom,
No, but if I come back
and you miss it.
and I miss it, and you try to rewind, it'll like play the commercials again. It's like no, like you get the same commercials.
You had one shot at me, DirecTV.
Yeah.
You missed your shot.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, they have
Like,
this thing.
I don't
called-
care if mom spaghetti's on your sweater already. Yeah. You got one shot.
You got one shot. Man, that's 8th Mile worth of a joke right there. So anyway, they have a Quix touch-up paint pen for cars. It's QUIXX. Okay.
Oh, wait,
Now the commercial.
if it's 3 X's, what are we touching on?
Yeah. That's an adult paint pen.
You're 1 X away from danger.
Yeah.
Danger.
I'm not gonna tell you what you're putting paint on then. So anyway,
Why is it all white paint?
the commercial, okay, is because it's almost like you go back to the cheesy commercials we used to watch on like Channel 9, you know, or the
In Bensonville, near O'Hare.
Right.
7 acres of view parts, starters, transmissions, batteries for all types of cars. Or remember the Golf Mill Ford?
Yeah.
Push it, pull it, tow it to Golf Mill Ford.
do like Stu, right? Yeah, they have the big guy with a ponytail and a
Yeah.
suit on. First off, he's not pulling that car.
Yeah.
Okay.
First off, that guy looks like how stew smells. So I believe it.
So the mom yells, "Watch out for the car!" as the kid is on a bike. Now this kid is
Mom always says, don't play car in the house.
kid's like 10 or 12 years old on a bike. Okay.
Yeah. So it clearly
As-
should be able to steer around a car.
As the daughter rides 2 inches away from a parked dark gray Jeep in the daytime. Okay. First off, that's where you chose to ride.
Yeah.
Then, you know, conveniently, she puts the handlebar down the passenger door, just like Mac just did. Do you have a diaper over there? What are you using? Are you dusting?
Hey,
Maybe.
timestamp, and we're not paying for that.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm looking at that, and the daughter, she scratches the thing. Then they go right into the Quicks. Oh, look what we can do. And you just touch up the paint. First off, there's no magic stuff that does that. I'm sorry, and it's good
Yeah.
with any color.
Right.
You know, so whatever. I trust me. I've been around enough stuff to know that that's not how it works. But my thought is, why are you buying touch-up paint? You should be buying her glasses. You're
Right.
lucky this car was parked.
Right.
You know what I mean? Next time she's going to be in the intersection, you're going to be like, don't, boom. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, but I don't care how big your touch-up stick is. You're not going to close those wounds. You know?
Right.
It's so cheesy how they do it.
Well, there's that thing like I think if you can go on YouTube and like people that don't know how to human in infomercials.
Right.
You know, like the people that like somehow they're trying to pour something and they can't get it from one vessel to the other, and they're like, "Whoa!" And they flip it all over the place. Like, oh my god!
Or how many people set a glass of wine on their bed?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Okay?
a good point.
On their bed. By the way, a stemmed glass. So not like
Right.
like first off, if I got the Yeti,
And-
I might try it.
They always have end tables in those photos too.
Correct.
Like, why would you put it on the bed? There's
Yeah.
a table. There's
Yeah.
a flat surface.
Yeah, you have a nightstand.
Yeah.
Right,
Right
there.
there.
Right there. And then your husband's bringing a bowling ball to bed
Right.
that he's going to drop from the rafters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, what do we
You said I could have anything I want for my birthday.
Now, maybe we're missing. Maybe these are the commercials that play during Max Fetish's shows,
Right.
and maybe this is part of what Mac's into. I don't know.
Maybe this is where you use that XXX paint, paint touch-up thing. Which it's funny. We're gonna sidebar for a second. Like so when we got back to the house, I had my child pull the car all the way up to the garage. And it's like, see where this is parked? Like I get like other people in our household. Not going to name names. I'm sure you can figure out because now we have 2.5 drivers.
Yeah.
Like to line up with the sidewalk. I'm like, that's cool for the driver, but then the other humans have to walk around that and everything. But if a second car comes in, now their ass is in the sidewalk.
Right.
Like pull all the way up. That way, if someone else shows up, they can park and still not block the sidewalk.
Correct.
So I don't have to use my Quicks Bunny. I don't know what you're talking about. Like touch-up pen. Yeah, we just throw some Nesquik on it, slap it down.
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's the powder.
Yeah.
You open up the thing. Yeah. It's a powder.
I don't have a brown car. Well, then use the strawberry Quick. Like, do I have to think of everything? Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, I don't understand what your problem is. Mine's black. Then use double chocolate.
Right.
Dude, use the double chocolate.
Yeah, use the dark chocolate.
Yeah, I don't know. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But no, so in watching these commercials, I've really grasped the concept. Because normally I seriously, I tape everything. And like even a show we want to watch, it's 7:00 comes on, cool. We turn it on at like 7:35.
Oh, you're TBSing it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember how TBS used to be like, everything else is at 7. TBS, 7:05.
7:05. Yeah.
I think it was like, oh, nothing else is on. Let's check TBS.
Yeah. Well, but then the DVR, most people know this too. When you set up stuff to record in your house, you can set it up generally to go like a minute before or a minute after.
Yeah.
Now that's great until you have 3 shows finishing and 4 shows wanting to start. And then it's like, I can't do all this. Yeah. Hey, genius. How about if you just cut off the extra minute I gave you and then none of it overlaps?
Right.
So you got to go in and decide, do I want the extra minute of Hell's Kitchen? You know what I mean?
Where it's literally just next time on Hell's Kitchen.
Right. Or do you want the other
more people that think their food is great yet have no business? Yeah. Food's great, Gordon. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Or do you want last time on Bar Rescue? Because that's what you're going to get too. You usually get like to the 2-minute mark.
I'm going in.
Yeah.
I love that show because whenever he gets out of the car, his head always goes to the right first and then back out.
Yeah.
Like I'm going in, and he goes like towards the passenger seat and then back out towards. It's so funny what he does. I'm going in.
So
I'm John. What's my name? I don't even know.
What's my name? What's my name? So
and they're always acting like they're surprised to see him, but you can see all of the taps are like covered. Every mirror has black on it, so you don't see cameras. Every window has like garbage bags on it, so there's no reflection. Oh, you're here today?
You
I
made
didn't
it?
know.
Today's the day?
Yeah. There's 17 drones flying around catching footage. And they're still like taking a dump in the sinks and stuff. Like, come on.
Same thing when they go to somebody's house and they knock and they're like, "Oh my goodness!" And then the next shot, it's a camera shot from inside. You're like, "They're already in your house."
Right. They got mic packs on their belts and
You're
stuff.
You're mic'd.
Yeah.
You're mic'd up. You know.
It should be like, "Oh, I didn't know you were here. I didn't know you were coming today." And literally, it's like, "I didn't know you were coming today. Welcome to my house."
Check one. Did not know you were coming today.
This
check.
is my podcast co-host Damon. He doesn't live here, but I brought him around so we'd all be on the camera.
Right? Yeah.
You're like in a shirt that says "That checks out" and everything.
This is my attractive niece who's trying to get into modeling,
right?
And this is my Uncle Billy who owes lots of money to the mafia. It's like, what are you doing? You know, what you just randomly pick people to be at your house. You know. So, and you can always tell too when they're not like real good friends, but it's like, you know what? He'd look good on TV, and well, now it looks like I have a more diverse clan of friends that I hang out with. You know what I mean? It's like
they pulled it up from
stop.
Cribs because they'd show them here's the front room, here's the game room, here's all this stuff, and here's the kitchen, and there'd be all these weirdos hanging around around the counter.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you know the names of any of these people.
You just want to see a homeless guy carrying a bag of shit with them. You know, and be like, hey, when we eating?
That's what happened the one time I came down at one of my house parties in college, and there was a homeless guy drinking out of the measuring cup. Because we had hidden all the vessels, and we're selling cups at the door. That's how you make money in a college party,
right?
And this guy just walking around with a measuring cup, and I was like, "Well played, sir." Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Way to get hammered a third of a cup.
But
at
everyone
a time.
else is like, in college attire or dressed like, you know, like going to a party, and one guy's wearing like 17 layers and a hat. Like, I don't. One of these things doesn't belong here. Right. One of these things isn't the same.
Anyone wearing Nikes or Converse, cool. Anywhere where we're plastic bags for shoes, we're going to ask you to leave.
Wearing Vans and Skechers, duct tape together. And it's literally like cut down the middle, and they're just like taped. Anyone wearing shoes that look like they were made by the Mythbusters, I'm going to need you to ask. I'm going to ask you to leave.
Yes. And your shirt says congratulations on the Bears winning Super Bowl 40.
But yeah, you're right. It's so funny. They do the thing where it's like, or
they're never ready.
But like the commercials, like people that don't know how to use toothpaste, or people that don't know how to use scissors, or it's just like, where are you finding these people? So
there's a new guilty pleasure now that my wife, which by the way,
did you get this in the back of Hot Topic? Yeah. Lowered expectations.
I saw it on Max, my Max TV show he watches. So actually, I just heard the guy talk about it. Yeah, it's just a black screen with a guy.
Ants and Funkles.
So Funkles.
Yeah, they're fun uncles.
Yeah, gotcha. Nice. I like that. You really cracked yourself up, and then you hit the
Your
microphone.
response to it, Funkles.
Funkles.
Yeah, Funkles. Oh no, I got it. Yeah, it's fine.
I thought it meant like that's my effing uncle, but whatever, it's all good.
Yeah, that's like a fat ankle, but Cankle's already been trademarked.
Yeah, my Fankles. That's how it is. Yeah. So Damon's Fankles are moist.
Sponsored by the hometown buffet.
Yeah. It's all you can eat till Paracchio pulls in.
Wait, I got to pay by the plate?
Wait a minute.
How many plates can I get? Yeah. Just get a big platter?
Yeah. That's the other thing you were talking about last week about the sushi thing. I would have just been like, wait, the white plates? Cool. I'd be picking up the red ones, scraping them on the white, be like, this white plate, I will take this.
This is what I got.
You see all these empty red plates going around. It's like, where did the food go? I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
It's weird. No, but the new, because we're very frugal. As well, we even had a conversation in the car about buying shoes and this and that, and then we talked last week about I was like $200 for shoes.
I was
you know
like,
what I mean?
When's the last time you bought shoes?
Yeah.
Well, it was 1906.
So there's a show on now about, I don't think it's extreme cheapskates, but it's something similar.
Oh, did you watch that show back in the day? Where the one guy was like, I know this theater gives away free refills. And he dug in the garbage for a cup and popcorn and then took it to his wife. And like, hey, I bought you popcorn for your birthday. Yeah. If there's hair in it, it's probably not mine.
Yeah. So the new one, I'm not sure what it's called. Maybe the same title, but it's new now.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have a family on there where the one daughter's already married, but now the other daughter is getting married. And so the mother says,
Did she save all the stuff from the first wedding and just reason it?
No. So what's weird is she said, your budget for the wedding is $700. Okay. So they go to look at wedding dresses. They go to a wedding dress store.
You go to Kleinfeld's and like the Say Yes for the Dress place?
Well, no, they
you
go.
Well, I was like, you can't even open the door for $700.
So the cheapest dress there was $600. She's like, well, we have $700 for the whole wedding. She asked, she goes, do you ever rent these? That's what she asked. No, we don't. Okay.
Wait, is she going to get a bunt pan?
Yeah. Flute free.
Going to Goodwill to find her?
So anyway, they decide they have to do their engagement pictures. Okay. So to do the engagement pictures.
Did they just photobomb people and ask for their cameras?
No. Even worse. They go to an estate sale house. Okay.
Yeah.
And her sister brings her camera, and they start putting on the clothes of the dead person that lived in the estate sale house and taking random pictures in what looks like Aunt Edna's or Grandma's kitchen.
Yeah, this is worse. You are correct.
And they're doing it. Now, here's the deal. As they're taking pictures with the smoking jacket that he's wearing and some things she has on that she put on that belonged to whoever lived there, they're sitting on the couch, and the artwork on the wall actually has dollar tags hanging off them with price tags. So all their pictures.
Well, maybe their theme was just Minnie Pearl.
Right. It was so. Here's the deal. Some of it, like when they're in the kitchen and they're doing, it almost looks like a 50s retro. Yeah. That's kind of neat. Okay.
Is it like that Ed DeBevick's restaurant at Disney? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyway, I was like, okay, this is crazy. But she's like, oh, look, now we did it all. So as they're there, the sister now that's already married, that's taking the photos for her because that way they're no charge, right? She finds some of Grandma's lingerie and has her mother.
I am out.
Yeah. Has her mother do her bidding for her because it has a $2 tag on it and she doesn't want to pay more than a quarter. So she gives it.
Give me a quarter. I got a quarter. I got a quarter. I got a quarter. I'm going to give you a dime. I'm going to give you a dime. I'm going to give you a dime. I'm giving you a dime. 2 dimes in the nickel. 2 dimes in the nickel. How's it go? How's it go? How's it go? How's it go? Give me a quarter. Give me a quarter.
I'm telling you.
It's got stains in it. I want to go pay less.
So she's like, oh, this is great. This is great. So her mom goes out and starts making a deal. Now the lady that's going to be running this auction,
right?
She's already let him in there, and they're doing this, and she's not charging him anything because you know why? Because her Busy Bee Auctions is getting on television. So why would she charge?
Right.
Okay, she's getting her money's worth.
Have you ever been to an estate sale? I've been into estate sales where people would fought over things, and I would literally stand on the other side of the room and be like, "Yeah, it's a shame people died for this stuff to be on sale."
Weird. Yeah.
And then they'll
you are correct.
And then they'll look at me and I'm like, I'm not the one fighting over stuff, man.
No.
You're fighting over a dead man's hat.
Correct. Yeah.
And if you don't buy it, I'll take that hat.
But she says, she goes, would you give me all the stuff in this box for $1? She had like whatever, man, however many things in there. She goes, the lady tells her in front of the camera, like she kind of looks at the camera first, looks back at her. She goes, yes, but that is the only things I'll discount out of everything else in the house. Okay, we're just going to continue trying stuff on then. Okay, and they go back to doing their pictures. Cut to the daughter who she bought this lingerie for now from dead grandma, right? She says she's trying to have a kid. So she's going to put the lingerie on to model it for her husband. Okay. Now, unless you're into, I don't know, deceased granny, I don't know what your deal is.
This goes back to the Goodwill from last week. Estate sales don't wash it either.
Correct. So anyway, she's going to do it. Well, she has to prep now for her night with her husband. Well, she will never pay to go get haircuts, nails done, or waxed.
I don't like where this is going.
Correct. So she has her own recipe for wax that she looked up, and like a jar of honey is this much, and this is this much, and this, and there's lemon and all this.
She's trying to make. Do you remember Nads?
Correct. I do remember Nads because they hurt like hell, and I told you that story, and they suck. Yes,
No,
I do remember
I
that.
tried it too.
Yeah. Well, my buddy tried it on my back, and then he goes, I think I did it wrong. Let me do it again. We did it a second time.
Yeah.
Didn't do it wrong. Just as much pain.
Yeah, no, I tried it on my chest.
So anyway, they
But she's trying to make her own Nads. Is what you're saying.
she's making her own nads to do her not nads. Okay, to do that. And
Her no Nads?
yeah, so no nads. You know what?
I'll still take it. I enjoyed it.
But I like that one. So anyway, but here's the deal. The best part is, guess who's doing the job for her?
Her mom?
Yes.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah. Mom has got no nad duty. Okay. So anyway, she does. And
You
then
said duty.
she goes, that turned out nicely. Oh. Okay. First off, you know what? Here's the deal. You want to do it for me? Cool. If you want to critique your own work afterwards, do me a favor. Call my sister and tell her. Don't tell me. You know what I mean? Amazing.
Glad I named you Veronica because this V looks great.
The show is beyond crazy.
Like I saw the original one. I'm thinking it was on TLC or A&E back in the day, where this woman. There were a couple of people that refused to buy toilet paper. One household, and it was one of it was like a daycare, so the kids would come over and they'd have to use like old rags.
Yeah.
Or like they'd go to the laundry room and like there'd be one sock missing, so the other sock suddenly turns into like, well, now you're a poop sock.
Right.
And so like they literally had a basket of rags on the toilet, and you'd wipe your butt and then you'd put it in the dirty rag one. And that was it. The other woman just I don't remember what she used, but she was literally like, she just looks at the camera and she's like, and if I take a dump, I just wash it off with my hand and this soap. And I was like, and legit, that's a quote.
Right.
She's like, if I take a dump, like,
hey,
meanwhile,
Hell's Bathroom. She beat the system, dude. Hell's Bathroom.
Meanwhile, she's literally wearing a shirt that looked like 800 people had worn it, and it was like barely. It was just hanging on by a memory of when it was once a shirt.
We've all had those too, by the way. They're very comfortable.
But she's on TV, squatting on a toilet, describing how she uses her hand to wipe her own butt because she's too cheap to buy toilet paper.
Wow.
No, I think your house with the single ply sandpaper toilet paper you buy is bad.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not washing my own butt with my hand.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, this we call this one a Raisin Bran. Why? It was a 2-scooper. 2 scoops of raisins and everything.
2 cans Sam pops out. It's not Fruit Loops. It's definitely not.
Yeah. Follow my nose. It always knows.
It always knows.
They're magically delicious.
Yeah. Hey, number 1 rule in my house: nobody high fives mom.
Yeah. Ever. Oh, we just do elbows. Yeah. Just elbows.
Ma, how flexible are you? No elbows? Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
Hands. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. But no, I'm amazed by these people. So what's weird is some of the people on these shows, the one person, it's an Oriental family. They live in a phenomenal house.
Yeah.
Okay. They go in the dumpster and dive for stuff and get stuff. And they're like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. And you look at their house. Their house is primarily empty. There's nothing in it.
Right.
But they have a house most people would be like, hey, I made it if I had this house. You
Looks like we made it.
Right.
But you didn't.
Yeah, they're like the George Jefferson with no furniture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We moved on up.
Yeah.
We just didn't bring
up.
We just didn't bring anything, you know?
Yeah, well, there's people that have done that, but I've also seen and this speaks to the other side of the equation, where I've seen people that on YouTube that they do that. They just go out, they have money, they have their house is full of stuff, but they will go to like retail places and things, and they will just go to the dumpster and get stuff out of it and resell it, because retail will just throw stuff away. We can't make any money. And I worked in retail where literally be like, wait, so we couldn't sell it. We tried to clearance it. They won't take it back, and we're just going to throw this away.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like, I've worked at places where like if it's usable for educational stuff, we'll donate to schools or like stuff
you
like
could
that.
probably donate stuff.
But yeah, it's
that's amazing.
But yeah, but they're literally doing it to try to like recycle stuff. They're not doing it to be like, oh, we're not going to buy anything. We're cheap. We're like, hey, if we find this stuff, we're going to try to like have its continual usage. Not like, oh, hey, we live in a house that probably costs 1.3 million, but we have like three of those white like lawn chairs. You know the people like you see on Jackass where they kick a leg out of the back of it.
Out and you die. Yeah. No, well, so the other thing.
Oh, we got 4 people coming over. Get a bucket.
When they're dumpster diving, they have you know how you get the megaphone and it has a siren on it.
Yeah.
They use the siren to scare away the rats because they get tired of rats crawling over them when they're crawling in dumpsters.
Well, that is sensible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
well, we can't afford food this week. All of our money went to megaphone. Yeah. You saw where I was going with that. Yep.
It's Megaphone Monday, everybody. We all got to chip in. That's what we're doing. And again, to each his own. If you're frugal, do what you do. I'm okay with that. I could never be that way, you know. So we are frugal already, but we would never get to that. Or they literally, and then I'll stop because you're going to be grossed out.
No,
anyway.
you have a hot tub. Now I watched a guy on one of these shows that uses hot tub to wash his clothes. He used it to warm up his lunch.
Yes.
He put his soup in a airtight, watertight container and set it in the hot tub.
Yeah.
I'm like, a hot tub's not cheap, man.
Yeah.
Like I have to imagine the 30 seconds on the microwave was much cheaper than heating up this water in the hot tub.
Well, but if he keeps it that way for his own pleasure, then it is what it is, I guess.
Don't use the word pleasure.
Yeah. But so the one thing they did find, and we're gonna be I'm gonna have to get off it because I'm getting grossed out and I eat the stuff. They they found a bunch of packets of mayonnaise in the dumpster. They pulled it out and they said, oh look, here we go. And literally my thought was, doesn't it have to be cool?
Well, if it's shelf stable, the packets.
Well, but here's the deal. The shelf stable's not hot dumpster behind a place. Okay. All right. I'm just pointing out.
No, you're
So yeah, any way you look at it, like I said, there's some really disgusting stuff on there by some people. When you look at them, you would not think like, hey, this person really is.
Hey, this mayonnaise is hot. Well, what level of hot? It's dumpster hot. Yeah, that's off my scale. I gotta pass.
Yeah. So hey, this new girl I'm dating's pretty hot. How hot? Like dumpster hot. She sounds hideous.
Yeah.
So hey, let's do one strange story.
Let's do it.
Let's do a strange story. All right, and I'm gonna skip past this one. I've skipped past this twice, but you know what? I don't.
Well, we're not changing gears this week.
No, we're doing. If I can find where I put it, I have one that has. It's about town names, and it's really cool.
Like Intercourse, Pennsylvania, or Truth and Consequences, New Mexico.
Yes, actually, I think one of those is on the list. 12 strangest town names in the U.S. All right.
I can tell you the story behind Truth and Consequences, but let's hear your list. 12 names. Let's go.
Well, there's Bacon Level, Alabama. This place sounds awesome. All right.
Yeah. Are you sure it's not back on level?
No. Yeah.
Back on level.
It's French. It's in Alabama. I'm sure it's French. Yeah. Bacon.
Well, if it was in Louisiana, there'd be a chance because, you know.
The town's name stems from the 1800s. The story goes that outlaws were active in the area where the terrain levels out. That's where the crooks got their bacon by robbing the traveling pioneers. Hence,
So it's bringing home the bacon? Is that what we're talking about?
hence bacon level. I guess similar, yeah. I mean, the crooks are bringing home the bacon, but bacon level. I mean, if you just call it Bacon, Alabama, but now you're talking about this is where hey, the mountains stop and we're level.
Yeah.
And they used to rob people for bacon. You know what? That sounds like a good town name. Let's just go there. Now,
Yeah,
I
that
would go
seems
somewhere. Bacon, like if they had a theme park, I'm in. Hershey,
Oh, yeah,
Pennsylvania.
I was just gonna
Bacon,
say,
Alabama. Yeah.
Like Santa Claus, Indianapolis, Indiana has the
Right.
Holiday World.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would totally be in. I would probably have a better chance of finding Nowhere, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, I would just say, is Bacon Level, Alabama, real quick, is that next to like, Grabber? Yeah. Is that next to Big One, Alabama?
Yeah. I'm coming for you, Edith. That would really kind of be cool. Yeah, like cholesterol,
Yeah.
Alabama. Yeah. Keto, Alabama. We're all right here, folks. We're all right here. Number 2 is Nowhere, Oklahoma. And basically, that's the joke. When you get there, people go, "You've reached nowhere."
Yeah.
So first off, I'd want to punch everybody there in the face. Right. I'm sorry.
After we got into their big frying pan or took a picture with their gnome or whatever, because that's what we do. Made fun of their glasses of a dead man by calling them Harry Carey glasses.
Where's the largest frying pan? Nowhere.
Nowhere.
It's nowhere. Where did you guys take this picture? Nowhere.
Oh, see, now we're in on the joke.
Yeah. Well, number 3, Boring, Oregon.
Yeah. I mean, we also have Normal, Illinois, so
Yeah, which is far from normal because it's in Illinois. But yeah, we have boring Oregon. I think the whole state of Oregon's probably boring, isn't that? Because that's going to be
they have
like
Portland.
Well, but it's like dark and dreary all the time, isn't it? And I mean, is that a myth? Is that
Some
a
of it,
myth,
that's a
Buster?
myth, yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Especially right now, it's like 175 degrees on the entire West Coast.
what's boring? Not this sunburn.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that right now.
I know, like God's probably like, hey, Jesus, did you leave the oven on? It's a little hot down there. Ah, man, I was making some, pizza puffs. One in the oven.
So it says it markets itself as the most exciting place to live. The unincorporated community. So it's unincorporated. How can it be exciting? But anyway, it actually takes its name from William Harrison Boring, who arrived in the area in 1874. Boring is also... Wait a minute.
Do you think that guy had trouble getting dates? Hey, what's that guy's like? Oh, that guy's boring.
Boring is also the sister city of Dull, Scotland, and Bland, Australia.
Yeah.
First off,
they're really running this joke into the ground.
Hey, this one's good. You want to visit here? Ding Dong, Texas.
Now, if that was on the East Coast, it'd be some sort of Drake cake,
Drake's
like a ring
cakes.
ding.
Yoo-hoo, Texas.
Is this a ho-ho Texas or is this a Swiss cake roll Texas?
Right,
I do distinguish.
Damon wants to move to Twinkie, Texas. It's unincorporated as well. I'm sure you're not going to get your main. Imagine if the capital of Texas, we're not going to go with Dallas anymore. We're going to go with Ding Dong.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're ding-a-ling.
First off, you say Ding Dong. We play Ding Dong Ditch.
Yeah.
You make fun of where we live. You're in the ditch.
We call it dang dong down here. A little slower sometimes.
Unless you're really Dong Dong.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay in Dong Dong, Texas.
I'm going to pass.
I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass. Accident, Maryland. Let's see.
Was that one of the things where they just suddenly a town formed?
It got its name in the 1700s when two different land surveyors claimed the area for themselves by accident.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was. Yeah. Whoops. I guess it's better than whoops, Maryland.
They started calling the plot of land Accident Tract, and the name stuck. Fun fact.
Nope.
You can call a person from accident an accidental. I bet you there's no planned pregnancies there,
Yeah,
right? Everything. Ooh.
That was an accidental pregnancy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, technically.
Here's your one. Truth or Consequences, New Mexico.
That was named after a game show.
Depending on who you ask. Oh, okay. No. I'm just making sure. So what game show? You tell me and I'm going to get here.
What game show? Truth or Consequences?
Yep, Truth or Consequences radio show. He had aired in the 10th anniversary broadcast in the first town. Change the name. So they changed the name to match it.
To it, yeah. Because they said
Wow.
anyone the name, they'll give the town money. And they were like, words. Mexico is probably like, we could use money. Do you guys care what we name this place? No. All right.
Earlsville. Sorry, Earl. So Earl the 17th. Sorry, I know your great. He set it up, but we're good. Number 7, I like. I'm going to go number 8 first. Number 8, Boogertown, North Carolina.
So if New Mexico can change their town name to Truth or Consequences,
Yeah.
this place presumably could have changed it anytime they want. Stick with it. We're fine.
So it says it comes.
We've already gone to Vistaprint. We already have the paperwork. That's a lot of stationery to change.
So it says it goes back to the moonshiner days when they would try to keep curious visitors away from their stills. And so it was about the booger man, not the boogeyman, but the booger man.
So this is like a Iceland, Greenland thing? Yeah. Name it the opposite. No one will ever figure it out.
Right. First off, boogeyman, yeah, scary.
Yeah.
A guy running at me with a booger.
Well, did they
booger
send
man.
someone with a lisp down to the county seat? What did you want to name your town? Booger Man. Did he say Booger Man?
Wait.
I guess we're going to go with
They
that.
named it in the 70s after a disco song. I'm your boogeyman. Boogeyman. So I'm going to go back now to number 7. Number 7 is Booger Hole, West Virginia.
Now, this is dangerous because
I know, because it leaves so much. It's like, okay, first off.
because 2/3 of that word of that name is her hole. Yeah. So I'm very concerned with how we got this name.
Yeah, thank God it's West Virginia.
Mountain Mama. Country roads.
Mom, booger hole.
Take me home.
Yeah, I don't think John Denver wrote a song about booger hole. It's got its name from a spate of murders in 1917.
I was gonna say, was there already a town named Nostril? Was that the problem? Right. We can't have Nostril? We'll just go with booger hole, I guess. That seems about right.
It's right next to Hanger, West Virginia. You got one in the hangar there, son. You got one in the hangar.
That's right. That's right above Eaton Hole. Just below Seeing Hole.
What do you think of booger hole? It's delicious. You don't want to dine there. Oh man,
Yeah, their only cafe is called Dig In.
dig 'em the smack.
Dig 'em smacks?
Dig 'em smacks. So the townsfolk formed a mob to find the boogeyman. It was
Another boogeyman thing?
yeah, or booger.
Did they find him in a hole?
behind the killings? Let's see here. It's a good story, but it can't be true. No, see, community booger hole. Oh, they already called it that prior to the murders, so they can't really say that was what it's from.
We need an excuse for why we called this. Hey, let's tie it to those murders.
We're just going to assume someone at some point had a nasty habit of picking their nose at this place.
So one guy at a post office was like, "Oh yeah, that's old Weird Harold. Picks his nose a lot. Don't go by booger hole."
Yeah. You got to keep your finger away from your booger hole there, son. West Virginia.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that one before Booger or after Booger Town.
So what you're saying is not all the founding fathers were top notch.
Right. Look what I can do. You're in up to a knuckle. I want you to back it out.
Look what I can do.
Look what I can do. No. You ever seen that one, Mac? You know who that is?
Nope.
Stewart
Stewart
from Mad TV. You never watched Mad TV?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look what I can do.
Stewart.
Yeah. Number 9, Slap Out, Oklahoma, and Alabama. So there's one in each state.
So there wasn't like actual slapping involved. I'm not interested.
Interesting enough, both towns have identical stories behind them. Both were supposedly home to the general store that was always out of stock. Or
they're
slap out.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. So Slap Out, Oklahoma and Alabama. Number 10.
So basically like the Walmart during Corona.
Yeah, basically like the McDonald's ice cream machine. Right. It's Slap Out. We're Slap Out of ice cream.
We're sorry, our ice cream machine is not working. Arizona.
That's so awesome. And there's one in every state.
Yeah.
We would have had 10 of them, but we said we can only have one of those towns per state. So this one, without reading it, is kind of weird, but it's OK, Oklahoma. So it's
Okay. What? No, too many.
Yeah, it's OKAY, Oklahoma.
Okayhol.
Yeah, it's had many names over the years. It was founded as Coretta, then became Falls City, then Rex, then North Muskogee.
I think the guy in the office was like, okay, you're done.
We've had enough. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I got there. You named 7 names before I cut you off. Was it more Muskogee? What was the last one? What else?
No, it was North Muskogee. Yeah, that was it. So yeah, it was Coretta, Falls City, Rex, REX, like T-Rex, whatever, I don't know, and North Muskogee. So there must be a South Muskogee. Yeah. They got a little pissed.
Right.
Like,
or just a Muskogee, because there's a South Wilmington, Illinois. Yeah. Which, to be fair, is south of Wilmington, but not near it.
Correct. Yeah.
Like suddenly you're driving like, wait, where was that Wilmington town we found?
I went through 4 other towns, and now I'm in the south, southern part.
Wow, this is a weird suburb.
Of said Wilmington. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. It was.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, West Chicago is west of Chicago, but also not near Chicago.
You're not going to believe this. This is the dumbest thing ever.
Paracchio.
But everything changed in 1919 when the Oklahoma Auto Manufacturing Company built the OK Trucks factory in the area. Henceforth, the town was known as OK, Oklahoma.
Is that like those OK used cars? You remember those signs?
Yeah.
OK used cars.
Yeah. How are they?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Why am I paying a great price for it? Well, they're okay. They're okay. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah.
You're not paying an excellent price. You're paying a great price.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Maybe you want to go to Pretty Good Auto up street. I don't know. We're okay.
Maybe you want to go to, pretty good Texas.
Yeah. It'll get you by.
Or decent Kansas,
Remember, we used to be It'll Get You By, but then we changed our name to OK. Yeah, they're okay. Wow.
We used to be Rex. For God's sake.
used to be
Rex cars.
We used to be North
we
Mesquite.
used to be Rex. Okay, cars seems better than Rex, right?
Yeah. But you spelled it REX. Yeah.
Well, because we can't spell cars with WRE. No one would buy them.
So we got 2 left. Number 11 is Pig, Kentucky. It's an unincorporated town. Go figure. Town's biggest claim to fame is probably...
Is it just one pig was there? Like, you know what? Whatever.
The uninspired origin of its name. When pioneers arrived in the area, they couldn't decide what they would call the settlement. Then a resident saw a pig on a road and went, "Why don't we call this place Pig?" Sure enough, that's what they did.
No, it was probably your ancestor and my ancestor, right? We're down there. We're like, hey, let's have a discussion. We should call this place something. And we're like, hey, what do you want to call it? You looked over, your ancestor looked over to the right and was like, Pig. Like today, that if it was today, that town name would be Phil Collins.
Yeah, or Squirrel, yeah.
Or Creed.
Yeah. Scott Stapp,
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Yeah. Scott Stapp, South Dakota.
What a D-bag. God, I hated that guy. Anyway.
Hey guys, we're going to vote. Everyone decide what to do. Pig. Oh, I guess we're going with Pig. I don't, that wasn't what I was thinking, but all right.
Interesting enough, years later, they invented a basketball game where you just have to play for 3 letters. Unless you dot the I and curl the G. Then it's 5.
Yeah, then you're just playing horse, jackass.
Yeah.
We're going to play Pig. Okay, but you got to dot the I. Then we're playing horse.
Okay, look. We can't play horse because half the people here in Kentucky don't know how to spell it.
Yeah.
So we're going to play Pig.
I got a W. No, horse. Oh.
I got a Q and the Batman symbol. It's like, what are you doing? We're playing horse.
Nice Family Guy reference.
Yeah. Another T. And another T.
And another T.
The Batman symbol. Yeah. Anyway, so the last place that you probably wouldn't want to live, Burnsdown, South Carolina. I hope they got their name.
I hope they got their name. I hope they're just over the border from insurance fraud, North Carolina.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we're going to be a little more subtle down here, you jerks.
If anybody wants to know where Flo from Progressive lives, it's Burnsdown, South Carolina. Right next to Bundlesville. So anyway, it's a place in South Carolina. Today incorporated into the town of Sumter. So it was. Oh. They've taken it in. You can still find the name on the map. We couldn't find anything about where the name came from, but let's hope it's not an eerie premonition for the future. Yeah, where do you guys live? Murdersville. Yeah. It's next to Burnsdown. We're moving. We're getting an apartment in Exhibit A. Yeah. Yeah, that was not as.
We're gonna go down shopping at the Ashes and such. I don't know if that's what I want.
Can you take me higher? No, I cannot. Get out of Scottsdapsville.
Yeah. Actually, I think that would more be the location of Firehouse.
Yeah, exactly.
I finally found the love of a lifetime.
Why'd you move there? Baby, don't treat me bad. By the way, they're coming to the area. I really want to go see them. Here's the bad part. They are with Bret Michaels, who is very much... Yeah. Well, there's the bad part. First off, I like Poison, and I like Bret, but I've seen Poison already with Bret Michaels. The tickets for them to be in basically a bar in Aurora, okay?
Aurora?
Yeah.
It's a suburb of Chicago.
They're $49 a piece and a $10 handling charge, but you can only buy them at the bar.
Well, because they have to hand them to you. Yeah. Does explain everything to you?
Unless you're going to juggle those sons of bitches and do something cool.
It was funny. Like when we bought our first house, the guy was like, okay, well, there's this fee. And the older gentleman, he built the house and everything. Yeah. So he's one of those guys, old school. He built it from a kid. He built the whole thing. He's like, well, why do I have to pay this fee? He's like, well, because you used our office. Now that meant because you used our real estate company to list your house and everything. But we met at a third party location. He's like, well, we're not in your office. And the guy was like, right, but you used our office to process all this.
That's a bad who's on first.
Yeah,
right
but he's
there.
like, but we're not in your office. Hand to God, he didn't have to pay that fee.
Technicality, Chief.
Yeah, he wiped it out. Like they literally. Tina and I are just sitting there like,
yeah.
Can we just get the keys?
Yeah.
We just gave you tens of thousands of dollars. Your guys are dickering over a $500 fee.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Somebody pony
Yeah,
up. I'm
right.
out of money. I'm
Right.
going to live in my house.
Go Burns down yourself right now. 'Cause just give me the keys to that. Which is great. He's like, well, that's the fee for using your office. Well, we're not in your office. And I was like, wow, that is quite the argument, sir. Thinking it wasn't going to work. Worked.
So you just kind of scoot back and cross your arms?
That guy was like,
Going to be a while?
yeah. All I have left to do is die. Who is going to win this war? And the other guy was like, I don't really have much to say. I guess we're out.
Yeah. The office you speak of, where might that be? Because we're not in it.
It's not a physical office.
Yeah.
It's like a concept. So awesome.
You breathed our
He
oxygen.
literally, but he literally did like you did. He like leaned back, crossed his arms, was like, I don't see your office. Yeah. And that means you're not seeing my $500.
But no, like I said, I like to go. I really want to go see Firehouse, okay?
Yeah.
Because I've never seen them, and I like them. I like all their music. So I was like, man, that'd be kind of cool. Now your fear is, because I'm a huge Motley Crue fan, and if you go see Motley Crue now, I'm sorry, Vince Neil is nowhere near.
Yeah, you don't see Motley Crue.
You don't. Now the music itself, the guys still jam. They rock. Even Mick Mars, who's like on Death's Door,
It was on Death's Door when they recorded it.
Correct. But the fact of the matter is you like almost want it to be karaoke. Like, don't even put any vocals on there. Just good. Now, when I saw Poison, Bret Michaels sounds exactly like he did before. I mean, they're good. I don't necessarily, that's not the draw I'm going for. And he's the top bill. It's, hey, Bret Michaels. And it's not Poison. It's a bunch of guys that are going to play Poison songs while Bret sings them. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, but it's just one of those things where it's like,
Well, how can you cut to CC then if he's What would be great though if when Bret Michaels gets up and you just hear like a bunch of chairs like just like scrape across the bar floor and we're out.
Yeah. Well, we
saw Firehouse. We're done.
would even be better though is like when he's like, Bob Thompson, pick up that guitar and talk to me. It's like, no, that's not what we're no. And then the next show's like, Billy Mitchell, pick up that guitar. No, Brett, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. At least use his
Guy we got
initials.
last minute because the first guy backed out. Pick up that guitar.
At least use his initials. BT would have almost worked.
Yeah.
BT, pick up that guitar.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
There's a lot of initials that rhyme with C.
Yeah.
You got a lot of choice.
Yeah, we don't need, maybe you can find a Chris Carr. You got anybody else that might be able to play that guitar, But no, I don't have any desire to pay that kind of money.
Yeah.
To be like, cool, I have all these on my Pandora. I can just listen to them in my car, So, but anyway, I digress because you said Firehouse and that's where I went. So, and I literally, they're doing a promotion on Facebook. And so my wife put down.
Maybe you can hypnotize yourself into wanting to see Bret Michaels.
Or
You will like Bret Michaels.
Or the guy at the door. I did pay for tickets and I did pay my handling charge,
You didn't even handle my tickets.
Whose office? This ain't your office.
This isn't your handle.
This is your handle. Hey, stop touching.
Hey, and this is your spout. Don't put your handle on my spout, buddy. All right, you're saying something about Nicole and your spout?
Yeah, my spout. Man, she just got grossed out. So anyway, no, but she put down that we're going. And I'm like, why did you put we're going? She goes, here's the part of the take. You put on their page that you're going, and then people are going to win free tickets. And I'm like, oh, okay. She goes, you should do the same. I'm like, no, not till I get free tickets. I'm not going.
You have to say you're going to get the free ticket.
Right. I'm like, I'm not a liar. I'm not doing this. So the other thing is, and then we can be done, but they have a VIP experience. So I thought, okay, the VIP.
But none of it has to do with Firehouse?
Yeah. The VIP is $99.
Do you just get Bret Michaels Snapple? Here's the diet Snapple I made for the Celebrity Apprentice 18 years ago.
Yeah. So what's weird is it's $99. And I said, man, I guess if you're getting
Is that on top of the 49?
It is.
And the 10?
It is.
Okay.
And I believe there's
But wait, there's
more.
less.
I believe there's also a handling fee on that. So what you're telling me is you're going to have one in each hand.
Well, tickets in one hand, lanyard in the other.
Yeah.
Tickets, lanyard. Did
Yeah.
you just put it in one hand?
Yeah.
I don't think they're that heavy.
They're on bricks. It's like, man,
You don't have to print it on cardstock.
we should not have put these on cinder blocks. This was the worst mistake we've ever made.
Like a Citgo gas station?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. I don't know why we're doing this.
You mean like their bathroom key? It's
Yeah,
like,
that's-
what is this? Is hooked to a 55-gallon drum I have to drag behind me? Yeah.
Can I just pee in the drum? And we'll name this town Pee Drum.
I thought you had to poo. I'm done already. We're good. Here you go.
Yeah, when I saw what I had to carry to the bathroom,
Yeah.
shit my pants.
I do. Hey, so real quick, I walked in the gas station once. I had to buy a quart of oil when I was filling up. I said, I'm low on oil. So I bought a quart of oil. And he goes, hey, do you want a paper funnel for that? And I go, no, it's not my parking lot. That's exactly what I said. I go, no, it's not my parking lot. And he looks at me and I'm like, why would I? Then I have to drip that all over. I'm going to have it all over the place. I'm going to dump this over the engine. I'm going to smell oil for the next, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes till it burns off. You know what I mean? Whatever I spill.
You were my brain. You want a paper funnel? Well, yeah, that's how commerce works. Yeah. Like if you're gonna, do you have a pack of funnels? Because then I'm not paying per funnel. I'm paying for a pack.
Do you have any paper handling charges? Because I know another place that does. Yeah.
I also pay per beverage. I pay for can. Like that's how it works. Like, what are you, a jackass? No. Do you want a funnel made of paper? Oh no, it's not my parking lot.
Yeah, it's not my parking lot. Like I digress to what I said earlier. I stand by my statement. I do not own this piece of concrete.
Why did we go through this whole round of about conversation for me to tell you no again?
We are now much dumber having this conversation. Speaking of dumber, where can they find us, Ted?
You can find us in the book of Genesis under Phil Collins. Studio. Superman, where are you now?
Hey, Billy, don't you lose my number and make sure that drum roll needs to be on our pad next week.
Like a toiga.
They're great. You can find us at thatchecksout.net. All the socials of That Checks Out. WTT stands for With Damon and Ted. From Audiohive Podcasting Studio, I have been Ted. That has been Damon. Mac has said pretty much nothing this episode. That checks out.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Moist.
All right.